Something you needed, courier?
What's up? Sometimes, I wonder if we would have been born if the bombs never fell. For us, at least, the nuking was a good thing. It's a messed up paradox. See ya!
Impressive work you did out there, courier. I never imagined we'd get our hands on something like this and deal a significant blow to the Enclave. But this is only the beginning. The intel we gathered from the Enclave camp suggests that Archimedes 2 is much more than just a weapon platform. It's an entire space station. I have no doubt that this must be the established headquarters of the Enclave. Wei can give us further details.
This isn't like any other space station we've mentioned in pre-war records. The structure itself appears to be colossal in size.
How big are we talking about?
Big enough to be self-sufficient, and it probably is.
This must be how the Enclave has been gathering their strength without attracting notice. Come with me, courier. There's something I need to show you. This Enclave soldier we recovered has had some kind of surgery performed on him. His head has been cut open and his brain and spinal cord have been replaced with electronic devices.
I suspect these were wastelanders who were abducted by the Enclave and then turned into mindless slaves who could be controlled remotely.
This would certainly explain their newfound manpower. The last time we encountered these bastards, they were abducting villagers to experiment with FEB. It seems they've finally figured out the means of what they wanted all along. No, we cannot idly stand by and allow this atrocity to continue. The Enclave needs to be stopped and eliminated once and for all.
How on earth are we going to do that?
We already have everything we need to accomplish this undertaking. We know where their headquarters is and a way to get in.
You plan to use the spacecrafts to travel to Archimedes too?
Precisely.
But that would be suicide. We have no idea what will be waiting for us up there, or if we'll even be able to reach it.
I'm confident that with a team of our most skilled operatives headed by the courier, we will have success in this operation.
But what if they fail? It might only piss off the Enclave. Then they'll be coming after us at full force. We wouldn't stand a chance.
The Enclave may attack us at any point. It is imperative that we strike first. Catching them off guard at the core of their operations is the best shot we'll ever have against them. Not to mention, the technology we can gather from the space station would dwarf even the Liberator. I hope you'll understand, because we need to move on to this operation as soon as possible. Wait, what's the status of the Earth shuttles? Any chance we can use them to reach Archimedes too?
Well, both Verta shuttles appear to be in working condition, and they even come with an autopilot feature. So no need to waste time training anyone to fly them. There is one thing we're currently missing, however. You see these two power cores? They are needed to power the Verta shuttles, and these ones are completely drained. You will need to find replacements if you ever want to have any chance of reaching into orbit.
Surely we must have recovered some replacement power cores from the Enclave outpost.
I've already gone through everything that was brought back, and nothing resembled a fully charged, brightly glowing, green, unmissable power core. So it would seem you are shit out of luck. However, I do know of a place where we may find one. No guarantees, but there's a trade hub known as Junk Fleet. The scavengers there have spent their entire lives searching every nook and cranny of this wasteland for pre-war tech.
Of course. I believe Rancor knows the place well. He often travels there to gather intel on the frontier. We're bound to find something. Courier, I want you to go to Junk Fleet with Rancor in search of these power cores. Any leads you find, I want you to pursue. In the meantime, I will put together a specialized team for the Archimedes 2 mission. If you have any questions about the hub, Rancor should be able to answer them. And take this as compensation for all your hard work. You've earned it.
If you have any questions, now's the time. It's called style, and it looks better than whatever you're wearing. More importantly, it keeps me incognito. In case you haven't realized, not everyone has a favorable opinion of the NCR. What is this, an interview? I'm Blackthorn's top reconnaissance agent, as in I spy and gather intel on the enemy and perform covert operations. I'm also second in command, so do not cross me. I don't find you to be as reliable as Blackthorn claims you are. Bit of advice. Don't get too attached to anyone out here. They won't last long. Fine. I'm a soldier. Always have been. I've been raised since youth to obey and follow orders. No other way around. I will fight and die for my cause because it is what I believe. What I was told to believe. There. Are you satisfied yet? Or do I need to explain my tragic backstory too? What are you getting at? We're doing everything we can and doing fine work at it. I won't lie. I sometimes question Blackthorn's leadership, but I always follow through, even if the cost is high. The same scavs Blackthorn and you have been fighting? Yes. Which should give you an incentive not to dress as the NCR, unless you're planning on a very unfriendly welcome. Well, thankfully, we're two fully grown adults who can take care of ourselves. If anything should happen, we know what to do. About time. I'll meet you outside Junk Fleet. Don't keep me waiting.
Hey, Courier. Think you got time for a drink or two? Drinks will be on me. You deserve it for all the good you've done so far. Okay, let's meet at the rec hall. Quieter there. Ever since I first arrived at the frontier, things have been moving faster than ever. It's hard to keep up with it at times, and sometimes I'm not always sure if what we are doing here is even right. I mean, we originally came here to escape President Kimball's tyranny, but now it seems we are only repeating everything I thought we were trying to escape from. We are starting conflicts with the locals, pushing them out of their land and stealing their resources. Now we're in a war with the Legion all the way up here, and now the Enclave. It just never stops. I thought by following Blackthorn to the frontier, things would be different. But now, I fear I was wrong. If that was true, couldn't we learn to come together and coexist? No more of this bloodshed for resources. The point I'm trying to make is that every time we get ourselves involved in messes like this, good people die needlessly. I'm sure you don't want to listen to another one of my sob stories. This was quite some time ago, at the very beginning of the NCR Brotherhood Wars. I was stationed at an NCR camp in San Jose. Back then, the NCR was barely a sizable match for the Brotherhood's superior technology. When they came marching into the city, the NCR quickly retreated, leaving many of their soldiers behind. I found myself stranded in the city with a small pocket of soldiers, after it had been overrun by the Brotherhood.
I'm surviving, but how much longer are we going to be waiting here? Shouldn't we be out there doing something?
We're still waiting on the brass to send in reinforcements.
And once the reinforcements arrive, we'll finally drive out the Brotherhood and take back the city?
Sure, but for now, just keep low. We don't want to give ourselves away to the enemy.
I'll be ready when they arrive. I'll finally get the chance to take out one of these Brotherhood bastards.
What's the current situation?
The situation is that the whole goddamn city has been overrun by the Brotherhood. And we're still stranded here without thumbs up our asses. Just take a look for yourself, soldier.
Reinforcements. They're still on their way, aren't they?
Yeah. Bad news. I just got off radio with brass. They're not sending any reinforcements.
What do you mean they're not sending any reinforcemements?
Lance, you shouldn't be out here. It's not safe.
I want to know what's going on. The NCR wouldn't just leave their own soldiers behind like this.
That's where you're wrong, kid. You're not a soldier to them. You're just cannon. The brass doesn't give a damn about your life. If you want to make it out of here alive, you'll have to fight your way out.
We won't get very far on foot if the Brotherhood spots us.
Plus, we have wounded who can't even walk.
Not everyone can make it out, kid. Some will have to be left behind. Only those who can run will have any chance.
What about those trucks that are just sitting over there? Couldn't we use those to load everyone up and drive out?
Well, that could be an option. If not for the Brotherhood's vertebrates patrolling the skies, they'll likely blow us off the road the moment they spot us. Unless someone is willing to go out there and shoot it down first.
I have a tank buster that can take down a vertibird.
One tank buster isn't going to be enough to downhaul the vertibirds. There are 4 currently searching the city. Last time I counted. You'll need to search the area for more weapons. I'm sure the NCR left plenty of their armaments behind while they were frantically retreating from the city like a bunch of cowards. It's just a matter of getting to them before the Brotherhood does. If you think you can pull it off, Gray, I'll be waiting in the trucks. As soon as I hear the sound of each vertibird crashing into the ground, I'll drive out.
I'll come with you.
No, you need to stay here and help load the wounded onto the trucks.
But You're attempting to go out there and shoot down 4 vertebrates by yourself. I can help. You don't need to do this alone.
I'm better off alone. It's less likely I'll get spotted. And if I do get into trouble, it may cause a big enough distraction to allow you to flee safely.
But I'm tired of fleeing. I want to fight these guys. I want to prove I can handle this. Just give me a chance.
Look, Lance, this isn't what you want. War isn't something anyone should ever want to experience, especially at a young age.
I'm old enough. I can handle this.
You're only 17. When you get older, you'll realize there is more to life than just war and proving yourself. I want you to live long enough to see that. So stay here with the trucks and don't do anything stupid, okay?
Fine work taking out those vertebrates. I guess the Brotherhood is no match. Just a real attackers. Hop on board. Can I tell that?
What is all that?
Oh, this. It's mostly Brotherhood equipment that managed to recover. We're talking power armor, energy weapons, you name it. This might be what finally gives us an edge against these Brotherhood bastards.
Where are the wounded? Why aren't they on the trucks?
There wasn't enough room for them, and they would have only slowed us down. It's more of a priority that we extract this equipment first.
Since when is technology greater than human life?
This is war we're fighting, soldier. Those wounded are no longer of any use to the war effort. If we want to win this war, this is what we have to do. Now, if you're done wasting time, get your ass on this truck so we can get the hell out of here. You're at least still useful to me. Damn it. Driver, let's go now. Don't let that son of a bitch get away.
Hold your fire! Are you out of your damn mind?
Those bastards screwed us over.
We're not going to resolve this by shooting at each other.
Fuck.
Were you hit?
What happened? Why did they leave us?
Just hold on. I won't leave you behind. I need first aid!
They thought we were brothers.
Don't speak. Conserve your energy.
Where was he hit?
His kidneys. He's bleeding out fast. Help me apply pressure.
Great. I'm sorry I failed.
He died there, in the street. He didn't even understand why. He believed in the NCR, followed them without question, and believed that they were his brothers. Then, they left him, dying in the streets, along with countless others. I reported Captain Royes, but instead the bastard was promoted to colonel. The funny thing was, we never ended up figuring out how to use the power armor, or any of the stolen weapons. All those soldiers left for dead, for nothing in return. But the NCR would still rather value technology over the lives of their own men. After a few days of hell, we made it back to our forward operating base. And you know what was happening when I got there. They were celebrating. Royes was hailed as a hero for being able to recover the power armor. He was no hero. He abandoned us. Later that night, I put my gun to my head. I just wasn't able to take it any longer. If it wasn't for Blackthorn, I wouldn't be here right now. But now I look back and think, maybe I should have pulled that trigger after all. Nothing since then has changed. I only continue to live through it all over and over again. When does it ever change? Maybe it is time I finally commit to something. All this talk about my past has me drained. I'll talk to you again later.